Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a wooden house. I believe that this is going to be wooden house number 3. If you want to make it, here's what you're going to need. You will need some spruce wood, some birchwood planks, you'll need some birchwood stairs, and some form of glass pane or glass block. As always, the choice is yours, but I'll be bringing on the pane. You will also need some nether brick fence, and finally, to top everything off, you will finally need some form of door. I'll be going with wood. The house is made of about 95% wood after all. So once you have all of those materials right there, and once you've figured out where you want to make it, I'll be making it right here, you're going to want to kick this off with a row of 6 spruce wood coming directly up from the floor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you have your row of 6 spruce wood, you then want to go right of the top block, the 6th spruce wood, by 9 with your spruce wood. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. What you then want to do is connect that 9th block to the ground. Like so. Just to give you a nice little archway. And once you have your archway, this is what you want to do next. Come back up to this 9th block and go right of it again by a further 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and finally 9. And connect that 9th block once more to the ground to give you 2 archways. What you then want to do once you have your 2 archways is, you might even guess this, come back up to the 9th block of the 2nd archway and go right of it again by a further 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And again, connect that block to the ground to give you, in total, 3 nice little archways. Like this. Once you have your 3 archways, this is what you want to do next. This is kind of difficult to explain, but it's actually really easy to do. You want to, from each one of the connection points between the vertical rows of spruce wood and the very long horizontal row of spruce wood, so from this point and the 2 other points, you want to do 4 rows of 9 spruce wood coming towards you from each one of these points, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And with the other 3 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And what you want to do with every single one of those 9th blocks is connect them both to the ground and connect them together, like so. So just go all the way down the line, connect them to the ground, hopefully a little more successfully than I, and connect them together. Spruce wood is so temperamental, especially with me. It never goes right. Come on, face sideways. There we go. So, you just want to have something which should end up looking a little bit like this. So you now have 3 little square sections of your spruce wood. Kind of easy. Once you've done that, this is what you want to do next. As always, pause this if necessary if you're still working on that, of course. You see what we've essentially just made on the ground? This bit of ground floor framework that we've now done? Well, what we've just done on the ground, we now want to do directly on top of our spruce wood. So, you want to do this. Take each one of these corner points, like every single place on top of the spruce wood framework where the spruce wood actually faces up towards you, just go on top of each one of those blocks, each by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It will take a little while, by the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just got 3 more to do now, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you now have 8 rows of 6 spruce wood coming directly up from the ground floor framework. And this is what you want to do next, and you guys can probably guess what's going to happen now. You then want to connect every single one of those 6 blocks together, so you essentially want to emulate what you have just below. You just want to go all the way around, and you also just want to throw in the rows that interconnect the front and the back of our spruce wood as well. So just these middle 2 rows that we have here. So you want to just do this 1 and come on, face the right way. Alright, maybe I have to do this 1 and 2. So there we go. So you just want to have something which should look a little bit like this. So we now have the ground floor and we have the second floor. Once you have exactly this is what you want to do next. As always, pause this if necessary if you're still working on that. We've just got to make a very minor extension on top of this second floor middle square section that we have here. So this is what you want to do. On top of each one of the 4 corners of the middle square, you just want to go up on top of the corners each by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just want to connect those 4th blocks together, just all the way around, in a very similar fashion that we've done quite a few times already. So just go all the way around like this. And once you've done that, you will have successfully completed the second floor, which should look exactly like this. Pause this if necessary, of course. So right now it's actually time to make a decision. So we have a choice of where the entrance is going to be. It can either be on this side of the house or it can be on the other side of the house. In each cases, the entrance is going to be this section right here. The reason that we have to choose is because we're going to have balconies on the front of the house. This is going to be the front of mine. I'm just going to mark this out with, well, a bed actually. May as well get a bed out. I'll be needing one a little later on. So this is going to be the front of my house. You guys still have the choice. It can be this side or the other side. I know that you guys like to have it pointed out where the front of the house is going to be. In this case, this side. Yours could be that side, completely up to you. This is what you want to do next once you've reached this point, once you've completely taken care of the second floor. It's now time for us to take care of the first floor. So, on the front of your house, what you essentially want to do is add on 2 extensions to the left-hand side of the house and to the right-hand side of the house. This is what you want to do. It's actually really easy but kind of difficult to explain. You want to take these 2 blocks on the left-hand side of the house. Actually, you know what? I'll be quiet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then just connect those blocks together. Do you see what I mean by an extension? For some reason I couldn't get the words out, but this is exactly what you want to do on the front of your house. And I've just done this on the left hand side, and what we've essentially just formed there is that's going to be a balcony. So you're just adding an extra square on the front of your house, on the left hand side. And once you've done that on the left, same measurements as every single other one of the squares by the way. Once you've done that on the left, you want to do the exact same thing on the right. So coming over to the right hand side now, where we have this front facing archway, we take this corner block and we extend it towards us by 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then the other corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Connect that 9th block to the ground and to the other 9th block. So like this. Very, very simple. For some reason, I just couldn't describe it. My words failed me miserably. But this is exactly what you want to have. This is the framework in its entirety. And as a matter of fact, the darkness couldn't have came sooner because this next bit I kind of want to skip out anyway. Once you've got the framework completely taken care of, as I have here, this is what you want to do next. So you're going to want to fill in the entire second floor of your framework in with birchwood planks, as I'm doing now. And by second floor, I do mean the entire second floor, including the 2 front balconies, which is exactly what I'm filling in now. So you just want to fill in the balconies, and then you want to move to the inside where we have these 3 little sections as well, and of course the other balcony. And that's why the darkness is kind of welcome, because I'm going to take care of every single one of these remaining sections, and I'll be back once I've completely filled them in. I'll also have the daylight as well, so you guys need to do the exact same thing. I'll be back once I've filled in the entire second floor. Where's that other balcony? So as you guys can see, I have completely filled in the second floor of my house, balconies included. Once you guys have done that for yourself, this is what you want to do next. As always, pause this if necessary, if you're still working on that, of course. So, this next thing is going to be a really tedious process, and I hate doing it myself, but it has to be done. So, this is what you want to do, and I'm just going to demonstrate right here. Seeing is doing. You want to go all the way around the house, and everywhere that we have like an outward facing panel of the house, like this, you're going to want to fill those outward facing panels in with birchwood planks, like this. And the birchwood planks want to sit 1 block behind the actual sprucewood framework of the house, and you literally want to go all the way around the outside of the house and do this. And this also accounts for the first floor as well, where we have the sides of the balcony. So you literally want to go all the way around the house like this and just fill every single section in with birchwood planks. I wish we didn't have to do this, but having it all set up makes the next few parts of the tutorial that much easier. So I'm going to be back once I've filled every single section of our framework in with birchwood planks, and this includes this little section here at the top as well, by the way. This has got to be filled in as well. I'll be back once all of these are filled in. It's going to take a long time. So as you guys may be able to tell, I have been all the way around the house filling in all of the exposed panels with birchwood planks. It was kind of a tedious process, but it was a process that had to be done all the way around. Took a little while, but completely necessary for the next few stages of the house. And once you have reached this point right here, in which you have filled all the way around the house in with birchwood planks, pause this if necessary, of course, we can now move on. So we're actually going to take care of each one of the 3 separate roofs, starting with the left hand side roof first of all. So come to the left hand side of your house and come up to the second floor. What you're looking for is this block right here. It shouldn't be too difficult for you to find. Find this block and place a birchwood plank on top of it. Then proceed to do 3 upright diagonals from that birchwood plank with your birchwood plank. So 1, 2, 3. Then go to the right by 1. Then do 3 bottom right diagonals. So you want to form a shape which should look a little bit like this. We're just building up the shape for the roof. What you then want to do once you have all of those birchwood planks placed is just place spruce wood directly underneath each one of those birchwood planks. Where you can, of course. You can't place it underneath the initial birchwood planks, the ones that are connected to the actual framework. So you want to have something which should look like that. What you then want to do, and you know what, it might be easier to do this whilst we're actually still at that point. So what you then want to do is just come to the inside of your roof, and you just want to build up a little formation that should look a little like this with your birchwood planks. Basically what you want to have, looking from the outside in, you just don't want to have any holes just underneath the spruce wood and the birchwood planks that we've just made. So you just want to fill that little section in. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as this is what it looks like from the outside in. So you just want to have that. Now it's time for us to add the birchwood stairs. So these are going to be the actual tiles for the roof. I don't know if you call them tiles. Who cares? This is going to be the actual like slanty part of the roof. We're just using our birchwood stairs, and the birchwood stairs just wants to start from the top of the framework, and then it just wants to taper up to a point like that, just to form the point of the roof there. And then once you've placed the first layer of stairs, you then just want to add an extra layer of stairs on the outside, so it hangs over the side of the house like this. Just going to do the other side as well. So you just want the roof to overhang the side of the house by 1 block, like this. And then underneath those birchwood stair blocks, you just want to place upside down stairs, as I'm doing now. So you just want to have something which should look a little bit like this. And that is actually the hardest part of this roof completely taken care of. This is what you would do next, however I'm not going to do this on recording. You would take every single one of these birchwood stairs and you drag them over so that they connect to the middle part of the house like this. You guys can see exactly what I'm doing. I would connect these stairs to the... Whoops, this is kind of a difficult one to place. You would connect these stairs to the middle part of the house like that, and you just do that with every single one of those stairs. You just connect them to the center part. However, we've got to do this roof a couple more times. So once you've done this, first of all, once you've laid the groundwork for this roof, you want to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other side of the house. So now coming over to the right wing of your house, coming up to exactly where we were on that other side right here, we're going to do the exact same thing. So starting from this block with your birchwood planks, and I'm going to do this a little faster, we've already done this the once. Starting from here, you place a birchwood plank, you then do 3 upright diagonals, 1, 2, 3, go to the right by 1, then do 3 bottom right diagonals, so you've got a nice little triangular-ish shape on top of your spruce wood framework. Then just place spruce wood directly underneath those birchwood planks, just as I've done there. Then fill in the little gap from the inside like this. So just look outwards to when you want to have something which should look a little bit like that. Then take out your birchwood stairs and just do the actual slanty part of the roof. So you just want to do this. So you want to build up that pointy shape, a triangle. Then add on the extra layer of stairs that overhang the roof by 1 row, as I'm doing now. And once you've done that, the only thing that you have left to do is just add an extra layer of stairs directly underneath that 1 overhanging row of stairs. So just underneath like this. Just upside down stairs, just to shape the roof a little bit. And of course, what we then would do is extend every single one of these stairs all the way over to the right and then connect them to the center part of the house, which again, I'm not going to do on recording, and that's that roof. No, it's not there. It doesn't actually... I'll show you guys what the roof looks like once it's all done and dusted, rather than try and explain what to do and what not to do right here and now. So that is what you want to have for those 2 roofs right there, the left and the right hand roof. This is what you then want to do for our middle roof. And the middle roof is exactly the same as the other roofs, the other 2, except it's just positioned differently. So this is what you want to do. Come up to the front top part of the middle section of the house right here, and again we're going to be doing the exact same thing as we've done twice already, except it's going to be facing a different direction. So starting from here on the front, this block, take out your birchwood planks, place 1, and then do 3 upright diagonals. So 1, completely messed that up, 1, 2, 3. Go right of that 3rd upright diagonal by 1, then do 3 bottom right diagonals to form our initial triangular shape. Then, just underneath every single one of those birchwood plank blocks, place some spruce wood, like so. Then fill the inside actually it's a little different. So this is actually what you want to do to the inside portion of this, since we're not going to be filling it in with birchwood planks. We actually want glass, so this is what it wants to look like from the outside, this section of the roof, just to show you guys. It wants to look a little bit like this, so you'll just have to place a few blocks so that the glass pane actually has something to grip onto, but for the most part pretty much similar. So you want to do that. You then want to add on your first layer of birchwood stairs, as I'm doing now. And then you'll want to add that extra layer onto the outside, so you have the overhanging row of stairs. Like this, except a little bit more dexterous. And then just add the upside down stairs on... I can't talk. Add the upside down stairs underneath the overhanging layer of stairs. I think I got myself into Australian mode, but there you go. That's exactly what you want to have. Except the one difference with this top middle roof is that you don't only have to do this on the front side of the house, you also have to do this on the back side as well. So coming over towards the back of the house now, and again starting in pretty much the parallel position to where we started on the front, so this block right here, we're just going to build up exactly what we already have. So I don't think I'm going to describe this again. I'm just going to do it. I think I've described this like 1, 2, 3. I've described this 3 times already. I don't need to do it a 4th, but you guys know exactly what you have to do with your birchwood planks and then your spruce wood, and then we've just got to build up the little section in here so that we can place our glass pane like so. Then we've just got to place some birchwood stairs. And I know it's getting a little bit dark, but as I said already, you've already done this quite a few times, assumably. Very simple. Just build up the roof a bit. The only thing that we'll have left to do now is do upside down stairs underneath that one overhanging row. Glad I managed to get that out this time without turning Australian. So you just want to have exactly what you had on the front of the house this time, except on the back. And as you guys might be able to guess what's going to happen, we're just going to then connect the birchwood stairs together, front to back, like this. It's going to be really easy. This is probably the easiest roof to do, this top middle roof. And you guys know exactly what you're going to have to do with these 2 other roofs here. We've just got to add in all of those stairs and connect the stairs to the center part of the house. So I'm going to have to do that as well. It's kind of tricky. When you get to this part right here to do the stairs, you might have to knock out a block or so. Maybe knock out some of the spruce wood blocks, but I'm sure that you guys will manage to get that done. I do think it looks ever so slightly better, if you can tell from the outside, if the roof does connect to the actual center part of the house instead of just stopping one short, which I've done a couple of times. But yeah, I'll show you guys what all of these roofs look like once they're all connected together, once they're all done. So I'll be back in a moment once that's all taken care of. So this is what it should look like once all 3 of your roofs have been put together. There's really not too much to say or show you with these roofs. It's all fairly straightforward actually, although there are just a couple of things I suppose. So they're really easy and you'd probably figure them out yourselves, but I'll point them out anyway. On the back of the house and on the front of the house as well, you can see with the most outward part of the roof, you actually have a decision to make in terms of how far you want the stairs to actually come into the house. So you could have it come in this far, for instance, if you wanted to. I think it looks best if you leave the middle part of the structure just completely exposed, but that's up to you, and you've got the same decision to make on the front of the house as well, as you can see. But I like the framework exposed. I think it looks a little bit better. You can see how the house is actually put together. And the second thing Just pointing out how these roofs actually connect together. As you can see, they're all supposed to just flow into one. These are just... It's all just completely constructed out of birchwood stairs. There's nothing else in there. You guys should be able to figure it out quite easily, just to show you from the top. See those two roofs, they just flow into the middle roof. If you start with the middle and then work on the outer two, it'll actually be a little bit easier, but there you have it. Pause this if necessary, of course. Once you've completely taken care of the roofing situation, it's now time for us to move on to the next part. So, now we're going to take care of some individual panels around the house before we go into mass building mode. We're going to be starting with the actual entrance itself, and in every single one of these cases, I'm just going to I'm just going to make it and then show you guys the end result. I think it will be a little bit easier. Let me clear my throat. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I just had some crackers and, well, my throat is unbelievably dry. I don't know what's wrong with me. This isn't usually a problem. Although they were delicious crackers. Nothing I love better. Delicious, delicious snack. Oh, just missing something here. Got the spruce wood there. Just got some wooden doors. And there you have it. That is exactly what you want to have for the entrance. Very simple design indeed. I know it might look a little weird with like the 2 rows of spruce wood on the ends. However, that's not going to be such an issue once we get on to the other panels, once those start getting done. So that's what you want for the entrance. Pause this if necessary, of course. Once you've taken care of that, we now have to move on to the balcony entrances. The balcony entrances are kind of similar. So you just want to add an extra row of spruce wood stairs there, and then it's pretty much exactly the same thing without the spruce wood stairs, the spruce wood getting added to the left and the right hand side. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of just rambling on whilst I make this. Kind of gets that way sometimes. You kind of just want to say something whilst you build, but really you'd prefer just to be silent. It's kind of weird, but there you go. That is exactly what you would want for the balcony entrance. Very simple indeed. And once you've done this to the left hand side or the right, whichever side you want it to start on, pause this if necessary, of course. You want to go ahead and go and do the exact same thing to the other side. So just going to emulate what we've just done over there. Just add in the little entrance way, throw the doors in there, then we've just got to outline the actual door, throw in a glass pane. Why have you got to be so awkward? Throw in the glass pane, and then we've just got the strip of spruce wood to add up top there. And as you can see, absolutely identical to the opposite balcony. Exact same entrance. Pause this if necessary, of course. Once you've taken care of those, there's only one thing left to do for these balconies. So, on the ends of the balcony, the 2 end corners, you just want to throw a spruce wood on each end, and then you just want to do nether brick fence all the way around the balcony edge like this. Just go all the way around the edge, connect it back to the house, so you just want to have something which should look a little bit like that, and that's all you want to do to finish off these balconies. And of course, you could throw something else on those balconies. I mean, you could put some potted plants or a sunbed, or you could even convert one of them into a pool if you wanted to, put a jacuzzi up there. The choice is yours, of course. I'm just giving you just throwing some ideas around. I'm just giving you the space to do so. And there you go. That's the other balcony as well. You throw your spruce wood on there, connect it all together with nether brick fence. Pretty easy. Now we only have 2 more panels to take care of before we can go into mass build mode. And that's these 2 small panels here on the middle of the house, the front and the back panel. This is what you want to do. It's pretty easy. So let me just do this. 2 strips there. Spruce wood there. Then we knock every single one of these blocks out, put in some glass pane, and that is all you have to do. So that is what you want to have for that little upper section of the middle part of the house. Pause this if necessary, of course. Once you've done that there, you want to go ahead and go and do the exact same thing on the back, just to show you guys a second time. So, I wish that would have placed the right way around. That would have been excellent, but unfortunately, it didn't want to. So, just place the spruce wood in there, knock out all of these middle blocks, and then throw in some glass pane. Easy peasy. Been a long time since I've said that. I didn't realise I was still 7. So that is what you want to have. Again, you've already done that on the front, but that's what you want to have for the middle upper section of the house. Pause this if necessary, of course. Once you've taken care of that, this is what you want to do next. And this part is ever so slightly more tedious and a little bit difficult, but here you go. So I'll take any random panel on this house now. Let's take this bottom middle panel on the back of the house. This is what you want to do. Again, this is kind of like a show and tell sort of thing rather than describing what I'm doing. It's a shame that I had to use spruce wood for this because, quite honestly, it is the most irritating material to build anything out of ever. I hate it, but there you go. What are the choices? So, get rid of those. There. There. And there. Whoops. Destroyed one too many. Come here. There we go. Replace that with glass pane. And what I'm doing now, you're going to want to do everywhere around the house. You're going to want to fill every single panel that remains around the house in like this. It wants to look exactly like that. It's a very simple design, but it kind of looks cool once it's all made together. Like, you might think that the entire back of the house kind of looks boring with the exact same pattern, like just thrown across it, but the way that it kind of intersects together, it kind of makes a really cool effect. It looks as though a lot's going on. So I'll just do it again. I'll do it in the above panel, and this is exactly what you're going to want to do all the way around the house in the... I don't even know how many panels are left around the house, but there's quite a few of them. It can just get ever so slightly tricky. That's the problem with the spruce wood. It can get tricky to place it the right way up, and you may accidentally destroy it as you try to correct your mistakes, and you just end up making more and more of them, like some sort of failure. But there you go. That is life. That is this game. It's just why can't I do this? Why is it so hard? Glass pane and spruce wood. Why is my life suffering? So there you go. That is the above panel completely filled in. As you can see, it's the exact same as we've just filled in that bottom panel, and you can see how it melds together. It kind of gives a really cool effect. I really like it. You guys might not. Of course, you can change it and adapt it how you like, but what's going to happen now, I'm going to go all the way around the house, and I do quite literally mean all the way around the house. On the front here, the insides here, that middle panel there, all the way around the house, and I'm going to fill every single empty panel in exactly like this. I'm going to be back once all of that is done. It is going to take a long time. So as you guys may be able to tell, I have been all the way around the house, filling in every single one of those empty panels in with the exact same goddamn thing. It nigh on drove me insane. I think that this is the build that almost cracked me, but not quite. Family Guy house got a little closer actually, but oh god, I really do hate spruce wood. I wish it behaved like it used to. The good old days when there was only one way that it could face, but there you go, that's exactly what the house should look like once it's all been filled in. As you can see, every single one of those empty panels, the exact same design. And if you want to see what the panel should look like, just to show you, this is exactly what it should look like. Very simple design, just very tedious to go all the way around and fill all of the exact same panels in with that. Very, very tedious. But there you go. And in completing that, you have actually 100% completed the exterior of the house. There is nothing left to do with the outside. And since that was the case, I also had a bit of a mess around with the inside of the house as well. Not that I've done much, but let me just show you what I've done. I really have done very little. So, here you go. This is what I got up to in the interior of the house. First of all, I replaced the entire ground floor of the house. I'm not sure whether I made the right decision with the birchwood planks. I think I should have probably went with a darker colour, but I sure as hell wasn't going to rip it back up and throw another one down. But I think a darker colour may have been better. Maybe if I would have went with perhaps spruce wood planks or oak wood planks, that might have been a better decision. Although, I did do one thing right. I replaced underneath the glass pane blocks so that you can actually see the new floor underneath those and underneath the doors as well. Remember to do that. And the stairs, you kind of have to be a little particular with the stairs if you want to avoid this problem. Coming up to the second floor now. Since the entrances to the balcony are right here, you've just kind of got to be ever so slightly wary, unless of course, you know, you don't really care about falling down the stairs all the time. Like originally I had the stairs a little closer to here, and they were positioned differently, like the stairs started here for instance and they came up, but I hit it as such so that like you came up and then you didn't really have anywhere to walk to get to the balcony, so just be a little wary when you place the stairs. I also filled in the roof for the second floor. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but that's your choice of course. I think it looks a lot better. I actually left these lines in the wall again. I always wonder whether I should fill these in or not, but I kind of like them. They add something, these little alcoves. And that's pretty much all I wanted to show you, the position of the stairs, as, you know, it's not as free as you might think. I didn't like them when they were here. As I said, they kind of interfered with the second floor balconies a little bit, but there you go. This is the second floor. You've seen the ground floor, that's the interior. Of course I didn't furnish the interior, you guys know that I wasn't gonna do that. You silly billies, of course I wasn't gonna do anything to the interior. That wasn't gonna happen, I hate doing it too much. But there you go, that is the house tutorial 100% completo. From this point onwards, I have absolutely nothing left to show you. I'm just going to give you a nice 360-degree view of the house that we've just made so that you guys can see what it looks like. There you go. There's the back of the house. I really do like how that looks. I don't know, I like the interconnecting pattern. It kind of looks weird. Weird but cool. I like how it looks on the sides a little better, I think, because it's not all like... It's not like two rows of the same thing, but... Yeah, it's a pretty cool house, I think. I took inspiration from the brick houses that I made and kind of applied it to the wood, and I think it turned out well. I really do like this house. It's simple enough as well. It's just really tedious between having to place all of the birch and between then having to do all of the individual panels, but it's actually quite easy. Hopefully you guys had an easy enough time following the tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.